Evet, kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz ama ben tabii şekilden görüldüğü üzere farklı bir zamanda devam ediyorum. Bu videoları birleştirip artık nerelerden kırparım, nasıl kırparım bilemiyorum ama vampirle nasıl tanıştın diye mi sordu o çocuk, yanından geçtiğim çocuk. 268 metre diyor, koşarız, sıkıntı yok. Oyunun buradan sonrası ne kadar sürecek gerçekten bilmediğim, tahmin edemediğim için niyetim yani şu anda oturup oyunu bitirmek, sonuna kadar oynamak. Eğer uzun sürerse işte 2'ye 3'e bölerek yayınlamak falan. Yani 2'ye böleceğim kesin çünkü yani 1 saati geçti. Bu şehir yakılıp yıkılmamış mıydı ya vampirler tarafından? Şurada bir harabe ev var ama ne çabuk onarıldı ya, ne çabuk eski haline geldi. Eski halini tam hatırlayamadığım için şu anda kıyaslayamıyorum da. Aradan sonuçta bir ne kadar zaman sonra yazmıştı? Bir zaman geçti. Ama böyle bu kadar her yeri sıfırdan onarıp eski haline getirecek kadar da uzun bir zaman geçmedi herhalde. Ben o vampir izlerini şehirde göremedim. Savaş izlerini. Çocuk. Ayakkabı boyacısı. Daha önce konuşmuştuk. Bunun babasını öldürmüştü vampirin ismini unuttum.
Need to ask you something.
Yet again? Go on then. I'm a proponent of free speech and I will gladly tell you all I know.
Tam da çocuğun söyleyeceği cümleler.
Guess they could use a spit and polish.
Then I shall take advantage as well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots, clean soles. A fine slogan.
Önce biraz havadan sudan.
How's business?
Well enough. I can't complain. Though it would be even better were certain folk to sit down for a shine as they stood and chatted.
Man in the frock coat. You passed him some letters, remember?
Why, of course. I'm young, got a mind like a steel trap, but...
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me, forget it.
Niye ya? Verelim çocuğa birazcık para.
How'd you get those letters?
Beggars brought them.
Why didn't you tell us this before, when we first talked?
You didn't ask about beggars now, did you?
O da mantıklı.
Beggars. Tell us more about them. How many were there?
Why, 4. 1 for each letter.
Just 4? Sure you didn't get a 5th?
I can't count, you know.
Remember anything else? These beggars have anything in common?
What? Come now. Each was different. Some had mismatched boots, others had no boots at all.
Asya.
Oh, I know. They all had no home.
Kid, my patience is starting to run a little thin. Now think hard.
Birini seçince öbürü iptal mi olacak? Hangisi mantıklıdır? Dilenciler o mektupları kimden alıyordu? Çocuk bilemez muhtemelen.
Remember what they looked like?
Of course. I've a mind like a steel trap, as I said. They were ragged, unshaved. Their clothes were tattered. As to their boots, well, I mentioned that already.
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. Listen, lad. I'll be glad to mix another batch of that boot shine for you. But you must focus now and tell us all you know. Where can we find the beggars?
Well, at the shelter, most like.
Where's that?
Everyone knows. It's just round the corner. Up those stairs, then right.
Thanks, kid. For your trouble. We must visit the shelter.
Hemen de tarif ettim. Merdivenleri çıkınca sağda.
Where's that coot gone this time?
Wants to play tag? You'd never
You've
catch
to
me.
move your little camp elsewhere, got it? This is a decent district. We need no filth folk bumming about.
Gentlemen, there's no need to raise your voices.
Tam yerinde kaydettim.
You? What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to tire our lips. We'll use other means of persuasion now.
Gentlemen, calm, please.
Either get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all out. Our patience is gone. This place is no longer a rank refuse dump.
Scram! Decent folk live here.
The shelter, them living here, bothers you. Question is why.
Look, Ballard. Another defender of the poor. Fighter for justice.
Damn nuisance. We've our women and young folk living next door, when even grown men fear to walk past such rabble.
Decent folk you mention. Mean yourselves?
Why? Do you doubt it?
Hell yes.
Hear that, Artois? He poking insults us. On our own turf.
We should step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on his own.
I almost dumped my guts in fear.
Oh, how long you gonna make me wait?
Neyse birkaç tane yumruk yedik ama.
All right. I can take a hint. Come, time to go.
I thank you so much for your aid. I tried to reason with them, but they'd have beat me blue had you not come along. I'm grateful. Immensely.
What did they want from you?
They are neighbors. Wish me to take my folk, the shelter, elsewhere. They dislike that I help the beggars. I do not oppose going elsewhere were we to have somewhere to go. But you've come with a problem, have you? My turn to aid you.
Nere bura?
What is this place? Poorhouse?
You
Fakirhane.
could call it that. They come here to rest and eat a hot meal.
You help them, why?
Because they need help.
Güzel cevap.
Need some information. Looking for a man who might have mentioned the bootblack in Rue de Garl.
The boot black. A feisty lad. I know him.
Any of your, wards supposed to meet him recently or soon?
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But should you wait, they'll all soon come for their meal. You can question them yourselves.
Sure all your usual beggars will be here?
They're not obliged to come, of course. But they rarely find a decent meal elsewhere. So, almost all in the area eat here.
Thanks.
Bekleyelim
We'll
bakalım.
wait. Nice of you to let us.
O kadar aksiyondan, harala güreleden sonra aksiyonun dozu epeyce bir düştü. Yavaşladı oyun şu anda. Muhtemelen tekrar bir yükselecek.
My
Ama o
dears,
vampir boss dövüşünden sonra daha nereye yükselir
these
bilemedim.
two gentlemen have some questions of you. Pay attention. Answer in brief. For if you draw it out, your soup will go cold, and we wouldn't want that, would we?
Recently, 4 of you delivered sealed letters to the bootblack. I know this.
Does anyone know what the gentleman means? Go on, speak up. Romain?
Why should I squeal? We were all told not to mention the letters. We all swore.
You can tell me, Romain. You were given a letter and you delivered it, right? Good work, Romain. Thank you. Who else?
I got one too. Gave it to the bootblack. And Freshy, he got one.
but he can't tell you, as he's not here.
I still have mine. I'm to deliver it 2 days after the Feast of St. Barnabas.
Vay.
I need the letter. It's very important. It's no use to you anymore.
But I was to deliver it personally. Let no one else see it. That is what she said.
Vay.
She was frightened.
You ought to heed folk who are kind and honest. These men helped me a short while ago, helped all of us. If this individual threatened you, you need not keep the promise you made.
All right, take it. I didn't want to see the boot black anyways. It's always muddy there.
Beşinci kurbanı açığa vuran mektup. Beşinci kurban.
Damn it.
İşte benim acilen şeye gitmem lazım. Demirciye.
See for yourself.
Zırh tamir gitti, bir şeyler yapmam lazım çünkü %18 kalmıştı. O daha da düşmüştür.
I must say, even I did not expect this. This time you will see to our Duchessa. It seems we underestimated Siana rather grossly.
Judging by this, Detloff was literally supposed to tear her heart
Vay.
out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Puzzle complete now.
Alas, the matter ceased to be a tantalizing brain teaser and has turned incredibly grave. We've proof of a plot to assassinate Toussaint's ruler. We've proof of a coup d'etat.
Darbe engelledik.
Duchess was to be Detloff's last victim. Siana planned it from the start.
Indeed, the logical conclusion, Geralt.
Four seemingly random victims
O zaman
to start.
Siena'nın
The virtues they're
o
only
içeride kaldığı,
enough to
yani
get
biz
folk
çıkardık ama
talking
tekrar
about a
gitti.
righteous, vengeful beast.
İyi olmuş.
Obscured the victim's links to Siana, even as she had those she despised killed off one by one, leaving the Duchess for last.
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought Anna Henrietta had died for her sins. She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions, ample proof of a lack of compassion.
Why would Siana murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take
Konuştuk
power?
aslında, anlatmıştı ama hakikaten kendi kız kardeşini öldürmek istemesi için de çok
and yes. All seem
çok
likely,
büyük bir sebebi de yok
and
yani.
none are mutually exclusive. But if you'd like to know for certain, you could always ask her yourself.
Kendisine nasıl soracağım?
Actually, love to learn her motives.
Praiseworthy, I suppose. Sometimes one should stare evil in the face.
Seems a bit strong, no?
She used my friend as her tool for killing. I believe I've every right to condemn
Evet,
her.
Sienna da yani
But I
bayağı,
support your lust for the truth.
yani o masal diyarında güzel vakit
Some
geçirmiş olabiliriz
philosophers
ama
think empirical examination the sole path
o da
to
bir
knowledge.
kötü sonu hak ediyor yani.
I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Siana locked up.
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment. Much
Ha, o
harsher.
masal diyarından
Think Anna
tekrar
Henrietta
çıkardılar
had to
onu
protect her
herhalde.
sister from a lynch mob as much as she wanted to protect her subjects from a criminal. One way or another, she's locked away in a secluded wing of the palace, awaiting trial before a court of law. I'd need to get past some guards to see her.
Gerçi onu inşallah öldürmek zorunda kalmayız çünkü ya zaten mahkemeye falan çıktıktan sonra, gerçi kardeşi, ablası neyse belki onu affeder ama törenden sonra buluşalım değil mi
So,
ki
meet up
hani
once it's over.
bundan sonra bir dövüş, kılıçlı bir savaş daha olacak mı bilmiyorum.
You assume
Şu kılıcı bir
correctly.
tamir ettirmemiz
I
lazım.
shall await you
Ne
at
olur ne
Mera
olmaz.
Chaise Longue with a hot mug of mandrake brew to keep me company.
Öbür seçeneği seçseydim hiç ona fırsat vermeyecekti çünkü direkt gidecektik. Sienna ile konuş. Onu yapacağız. Harita. Demirci. Demirci burada. Gidelim. Bizim şu anda böyle kılıcımız mılıcımız yok üzerimizde. envanterimizde duruyorlardır diye umuyorum. Bakacağım. Yani evet. %0 kalmış. Ama %0 iken bile, yani haşat durumdayken bile -59 diyor.
When it comes to the last country is done.
Sağdan gitsem daha mantıklı.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Oh.
Reginald Aubrey has returned. Drumming up work for yourself. Long live Duchessa Anna Henrietta.
Neredeydi bu?
Guess that's champion.
The best steel in all of Tucson. Take.
Think you could craft something for me?
Çok da abartmaya gerek yok. 3 tane yeter.
Farewell.
Aa, bir dakika.
No, see you later.
3 tane yetmez.
The best steel in.
Think you could craft something for me?
Bu %90. Evet, bir tane. Tamam. Şimdi tamam. Çünkü o %90 olanı direkt kullanacağım ya.
See you later.
Okey. En azından artık sağlam bir kılıcımız var. Şimdi göreve gidebilirim. Sienna ile konuş. Bizi görüştürürler mi acaba? Hıçkıran, geğiren, öksüren, kusan, her şey var, osuran.
Stock send the whip awake those running riot. Our duchy values peace and
Amma koştuk ya. İçeriden yukarı çıkacağım. Ne oldu, çıkamadı. Uhu, yemekler. Buradan daha yukarısı mı var? Ha. 2 adım daha atsaymışım araya video girecekmiş.
Halt!
Need to see Sienna urgently.
In the matter of?
Kız meselesi.
Want to talk to her. It's important.
Want to talk? Go see your gran at tea time.
Ya Allah
Not
Allah.
bother to Kessa's orders. No doing without special
Şimdi
permission.
gidip özel izin almayayım. Şuna bir
Found some
parmak
information
şıklatıp
important to her case. Need an explanation
halletsek iyi
urgently.
olurdu.
Ah, fine then. You're that witcher who solved the murders, no? Then you've my permission, but only for a few minutes.
Promise to be brief.
Neyse, Allah'tan anlayışlı bir herif çıktı. Merdivenlere iki basamak çıkıyoruz galiba.
The witcher will speak with the inmate. You can take a momentary break.
As long as it's truly but a moment. Highly irregular this.
Ablayı da iyi yerde tutuyorlarmış ya. Ben bayağı parmaklıklar arkasında falandır diye düşünmüştüm.
I'm fine, thank you. Artorius' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took it from me.
I know who the 5th victim was supposed to be.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Deadloff is dead. Could you not just drop it?
Sienna, stop pretending you couldn't care less. I know it's an act, and it's really starting to wear. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come now, Geralt. Why do you think?
Because she turned her back on you, then banished all memory of you?
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved, and your sick curiosity sated. Well, what now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta. Though she's no longer in danger, true. But you very well might add a little
Bence
something
söyleyebiliriz
to the
çünkü
reward.
Definitely gonna tell her.
kendisi
Not
buranın
necessarily for the coin, though.
düşesi,
Then why do it at
yani
all?
en
She
tepedeki
ought to
insan.
know. If only
Ve
'cause you'll
onu
probably try to
öldürecekti.
kill
Kendi
her again if
kardeşi
she ever lets you out.
suçlu, bilmem ne. Bence söylemeliyiz yani. İspiyonlamak olmaz. Dur bakalım. Ara buluculuk yapalım.
Perhaps, just for a second, you could stop dwelling on all the wrongs folk have done you and forgive her.
Why should I?
For old time's sake. You loved each other once.
Please. I don't know who fed you that rubbish, but
Read your governess's diary. You played together, were inseparable. Henriette'd get you into trouble sometimes, sure. But there were also times she stood up for you. When you had nightmares, only she could calm you. Time eats away at memories, distorts them. Sometimes we only remember the good. Sometimes
Ya bence
only
bu
the bad.
affettim dese de suçlu sonuçta.
if she loved me so, why did she wash her hands of me? Forget me? Hmm?
Bunu ona sormalısın mı diyeyim. Evet.
Don't know. But you could just ask her instead of sending monsters after her.
Evet.
There's nothing she could say to change what she did to me, to justify it.
Maybe. But there's nothing out there to justify what you did to her and all Toussaint. Yet Anna Henrietta hasn't given up on you.
Ugh. You meant what you said in the land of a thousand fables. You really want a happy ending to this
Evet.
story, don't you? Ah, with all of us living happily ever after. Go, Witcher, and go give your medal to another. And that would be a shame.
Farewell, Sienna.
Olmadı galiba ya. Yani. Barıştıramadık.
Commander de la Tour would like to see you. Shall we go at once?
Evet.
Let's go. Want to see him too.
Kumandan hangisiydi? Bıyıklı olan mı?
Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
Yüzü iyileşmiş, bayağı kesikler vardı.
Your face doesn't look good. Though it looked even worse last I saw you.
I apply a balm of arnica. Yeah, I hardly feel it anymore.
All right, we can start.
Very well. But you must behave. Less like a hired
Söylemeyelim
thug,
bakalım
more
5.
like a man
şey kurbanı.
deserving of the Duchy's highest honor. In fact, you'd do best to maintain a dignified silence throughout. Let's begin the ceremony. Come with me. The Duchess
Söylese miydik ya? Pek emin olamadım. Sonuçta 4 kişiyi öldürttü. Bundan dolayı hüküm giymesi lazım. 5. aralarını bozabilir. Belki özür dileyecekler, affedecek falan filan. Gerek yok. Buradan sonrasında herhalde başka bir dövüş, savaş olmayacak gibi mi acaba? Bir de şu devasa bir heykel yapılıyor diyor. Onu bir görseydik ya. Tamamlandıktan sonra onu bir görmedik hiç.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings.
Tüh.
Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
Bizim üstümüzde birkaç şişe vardır belki ya.
To examine the site of the blaze. If things are as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Thank you, your enlightened highness.
Düşeş.
Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera.
Nişanlandık.
Tucson's highest
Nişan olduk.
honor.
Nişanlı olduk.
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of the beast of Beauclair.
Beauclair canavarının katili.
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire.
Başarım kazandık.
May this
Last
symbol
Action
serve
Hero.
as a reminder
Böyle
to
bir
all,
Arnold
that the
Schwarzenegger'in
Witcher shall
filmi vardı
forever
sanırsam.
remain
Komedi,
a
macera,
friend
komedi.
of Beauclair. In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Ödeme. Bu saatten sonra 200 puan da aldık. Bizim bir işimize yaramayacak.
I give you more than a
5000.
dozen barrels of Sonreal, a wine normally reserved for the ducal table.
Bir
The
düzine.
gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits.
Sarılalım mı?
Are you content?
Söylemeyelim ya. Valla bence
Feels
söylemeyelim.
like a second distinction. I'm honored. Thank you.
I trust you shall make good use of it. In a moment I shall speak to Siana. Will you assist me?
Dururum.
You returned my sister to me, yet you also showed me her horrendous deeds. As head of state, I must judge her fairly. But she is my sister. Thus my heart bleeds for her.
If my presence will help in any manner, of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in.
Sylvia Anna, ha. Siana. Kısaltması demek. Çok da kısaltamamışlar. Sia deseler daha kısa olur. Yalnız bu oyundaki işçilik hakikaten efsane. Detaylar. Arkasında ne saklıyor bu? Hançer mançer olmasa bari. Ne var elinde göremiyorum.
The Duchess requested I be present.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister. And my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me. As one impartial. I
İyi
shall now
bitmezse
hear what he has to say.
geriye dönüp Siena'nın suçlu olduğunu itiraf edip tekrar oynamak isterim bu kısmı. Ama iyi sonla bitmezse. İnşallah bitecek.
Bitterness consumes Siana. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair. I know her reasons, understand them even. But I can't condone the actions she chose to take.
What is he talking about, Siana?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled, remember? To your benefit. You knew that the throne would then be yours, though I was the elder. The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child. Thought me a poor prospect for the wife of a duke. I even understand our parents. I'd always sensed the problem. They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fabricated curse, it fell into their laps. A gift from above that brought relief. But your dagger hurt most. You were my Henrietta, damn it. My darling little sister. Now do you understand, Witcher? She betrayed me.
Claim to understand them all? Why'd you come back for revenge? Have them all cut down then?
They deserved my vengeance. They detested me, all of them, as long as I can remember. But Henrietta understood me. Once. She was all I could cling to. Her betrayal hurt the most.
You were children then. You and your sister both had no control over what happened.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control. Remember, dear sister, the day they banished me from the palace? Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish bladders, which we filled with rancid suet on a lark, and which you set afire at the last to impress me, I imagine. And I admit, you did. Hit him right in his hideous bald patch. Never laughed so hard in my life. But when it came time to find the culprit, you said not a word. I took all the blame and all the punishment.
It's true. I did not stand up for you. I was too afraid.
The council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses. My flights from the palace. Supposed acts of cruelty. Inappropriate friendships. They cast me out. But you, the only one to understand me, you cowered in a corner. Lifted not a finger to help. Not before, not after. You never tried to find me.
That's not true. I searched for you. sent out knights, gathered tidings from without. You did not wish to be found. Since the day you vanished, I have lived with the knowledge that I failed you. I'm sorry, dear sister. Can you forgive me?
Ne kadar nefret ettiyse hadi sarıl ya. Üf. İyi, güzel. Galiba barıştırdık. Tekrar geri dönüp ispiyonlamama gerek kalmadı. Belki onu söyleseydik de gene buraya bağlanıyor olabilirdi. Bilemiyorum. Ama Sienna yine de suçlarından dolayı, yani barışmış da olsalar hüküm giyecek. O kesin. Ama cezasını çektikten sonra en azından çıkar, ablasıyla kardeşiyle beraber devam ederler yola. İyi sonla bitirdiğimizi düşünüyorum. 53 olduk. 49 muydu? 48 miydi?
Perhaps for you, as you ducked out early. The others were probably just getting started. And drunkenness never ends in this quaint realm.
Not so fond of Toussaint after all, are we?
Oh, this place is like a strong wine guild.
Konuşma şeklinden hafif çakır keyif olduğu bile anlaşılıyor şu anda.
How do you find my personal
Gerald'ın konuşmasında.
Not too strong.
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diabolus variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavor profile and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
You decide to go root picking now? It's dark out.
Geralt, even were I generously to assume it had simply slipped your mind that I'm a vampire and thus need no light to see, I'd never believe you had also forgotten that you likewise have absolutely no trouble seeing in the dark. So, shall we?
Hadi gidelim bari.
If you think it's a good idea,
Aslında
let's
şu
go.
az önceki cümlesi bile geceleri niye çok karanlık, zifiri karanlık değil, hani gayet aydınlık bir şekilde etrafı görebiliyoruzu açıklıyor aslında. Witcher'ın gözünden baktığımız için. Kedi iksiri içince tabii daha da aydınlık görüyor. Adam otu toplama maskesi mi? Yani bitmedi mi hala oyun? Ayda. Hala görev diyor ya.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse?
Ha, adam otu toplama eldiveni ve maskeyi giy diyor. Bir dakika. Nerede? Yani görev eşyası olarak koymuştur. Hadi ama. Ya niye oraya geçti? Maske de bu mu? Maskeyi buraya mı koyacağız? Buraya da bunu koyalım. Aha, buraya bunu koyunca bunu yüzüne taktı. Geldin mi? Niye gelmedi? Bu isimler Martin Yanishevski falan filan şey olabilir. Oyun yapımcılarının isimleri falan olabilir. Gerçi Martin Rafael pek Polonyalı ismi gibi değil ama Andrei falan evet. Yani bunlar muhtemelen oyun kadrosuyla alakalı müzisyen olabilir. Bir tane de burada var.
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire after all.
Regis!
Damn it, where'd you go?
Nereye gitti hakikaten bu ya? Bir de her şey bittikten sonra böyle bir görev ne kadar mantıklı. Oho. Göremiyorum. Bruksalar nereden çıktı ya?
Those Bruxay. They call you a
Bruxay.
traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple.
Hain diyorlar. Ha, bunlar da hepsi vampir ya.
So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us,
Yalnız aslında bu diyar bunlardan kaynıyor. Buralarda birkaç ay, birkaç hafta takılmak lazım aslında.
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first.
He. Buralardan gideceğim demeye getiriyorsun.
That is why I must leave too soon. For a vastly long time, most like.
Şöyle birkaç yüzyıl.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink.
Şöyle tahtadan oyulmuş bardak kupa isterdim.
Firm, defined beginning, then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours.
Yeni evimize yatağın başucuna hediye bırakmış.
On the nightstand.
Bakarız.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens.
Mutajenlerle.
Have you thought about what you do with your prize? Shall you hang your sword over a mantle and take to pruning vines?
Neden olmasın? Ya aslında gönül istiyor ki şunu seçmek ama yani doğal olarak bir Witcher'ın bu cevabı vermesi lazım.
Just not the life for me. Sure, might stop by there occasionally, stay the winter.
Evet, en mantıklı cevabı veriyor.
But I'd rather keep moving. It's not a choice being a Witcher. And once you are one, you're one for life. You can't just step off the path. Besides, plenty of work left for me in the world. Ghouls aren't gonna kill themselves.
Rather droll, isn't it, that each time we meet, something harrowing must happen? I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though. What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Interesting point of view. I so don't feel like going anywhere. See you a while longer.
Güzel.
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed and in fact
O yoğun aksiyondan sonra epey bir durağan kısım var, yani neredeyse işte bir saate yakındır oynuyoruz.
we deserve a bit of a rest.
Bu kısım biraz şey olmuş, uzun olmuş.
That we do.
Vay, kameraya bakıp sırıttı. Bu herhalde Geralt of Rivia'yı son görüşümüzdür. Andrzej Sapkowski'nin kitaplarından uyarlama. Escape diyeyim.
Actually, I'd love to go home.
Şimdi evde olmak vardı, evine dön. Evet, şimdi eve dönelim. O hediyemize bir bakalım neymiş. Onu merak ettim. Roş. Wow. Ulen. Ya Roş, yapma bunu bana.
Take it easy.
What happened to your head?
Ow! Get up.
Normal koşarak da gitsek. Ya bu nasıl bir nokta? Atın bu hızı kadar hızlı koşabiliyoruz zaten. Neyse, bindik bir kere. Hani son olarak bir Roche'la da vedalaşalım. Çünkü bir daha bundan sonrasında artık. Ya üf, in, tamam in, koşarak git. Geralt. Roche, kendine iyi bak. Görüşürüz. Belki bir gün. Skyrim gibi, Fallout gibi oyunlardan farklı olarak Witcher bir kere bitirdikten sonra tekrar oynayıp tekrar bitirme, ya en azından uzun bir süre özlersek, özlemden dolayı belki tekrar oynamak isteyebilir insan. Ama onun dışında tekrar oynamalık bir durumu yok. En fazla şeyi merak ederseniz, hani o kararı değil de şu kararı verseydim ne olurdu diye merak ederseniz tekrar oynayabilirsiniz, ama sırf onun içinde bu kadar hani onlarca yüzlerce saat, yüzlerce çok abartılı ama yine toplamda DLC'lerle beraber 100 saat civarında, hatta 100 saati geçen bir oynanışı var. Sırf o kararların diğer türlüsünü görmek için bu kadar uzun süre tekrar oynamak ister mi bir insan bilmiyorum, ama kesinlikle her oyun severin hayatında en az bir kere oynaması gereken bir oyun bence. Yani tüm zamanların en iyi ilk 10 oyunu içerisine bence girer.
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Hediye biri mi? Bunlar ne ya, bir sürü sandıklar. Tris. Hiç beklemiyordum. Sürpriz oldu gerçekten.
thought you were in Kavir.
I got tired of waiting for you, so I decided to head to Toussaint, catch some sun. See how
Vay
things are
Tris'i
going.
özlemişim ya.
You said it would only take a
Kızıl
moment.
saçlarını.
Things are pretty much wrapped up, luckily. We'll be able to head north soon.
I hope you're not upset I came like this, without warning.
True, I haven't always been fond of surprises. They remind me of work, the law of surprise, surprise child. But I think I've changed my mind. Seems surprises can actually be pleasant. Very pleasant. Let's go outside. There's this one cozy spot you're gonna love.
Bitti sandığınız değil mi? Ben de bitti sanmıştım. Bitmemiş meğer. Pi.
How are things in Kavir?
Amazingly boring and predictable. Council meetings mainly
Ama öyle
concern
oturulmaz
trade matters,
Tris ya.
tariffs, storage regulations, that sort of thing.
Şöyle
Missing the
kamerayı.
excitement.
You know the theory saying, may you live in interesting times? Well, I've already done that, and now I'm looking for a bit of quiet. The other mages I brought with me from Novigrad, or who made it north on their own, feel the same. You wouldn't recognize them. No conspiracies, cabals, plotting. They just sit there and work, for the good of the kingdom. Sometimes I think it's all too lovely to be true. Something's
Bahçemizde
bound to
tavus
happen.
kuşu var ya. Daha ne olsun.
War, or some other horror. But for now, it's nice. And once you finish your business here and come join me, it'll be even better.
So, how do you like my vineyard?
Üzüm bağı olan
You
bir
know the
Witcher.
answer to that. I like it a lot. House is big, but not showy. Lovely location. Perfect for romantic getaways.
Just finished some remodeling.
Yalnız o
They
tavus
did
kuşu
a
baga
nose for
girmiş.
it, but I think it was worth it.
Görünüp
There are
kayboluyor.
already some new saplings and flowers around the
Loop'a
grounds, but
girmiş. Kısır döngü.
I think it's still missing something. Maybe a hedge maze with a statue in the center.
Çalı
One
labirenti.
that's stately and nude.
Oh, Harold, don't bring up that ball. The wine got to my head and I...
Not bringing it up to tease, but to reminisce. That evening, it was magic. And your dress. You looked lovely in it.
I've
Hangi
got it
balodan
with me.
bahsediyor ya?
I could put it on one evening.
Ana oyunu bitireli
We'll
o
dine
kadar uzun
outside
zaman
by
oldu ki.
candlelight. Listen to the music of the cicadas. Hmm?
Can't wait. How'd you find me? Kavir's a long way off.
I
Kovir
have my
neresi ya?
ways, Geralt. A hydromancy, for example.
Oh yeah, that's right. So, what becomes of us? See anything else in the reflection?
Mm-hmm. Zoltan moves in.
Please tell me you're joking.
Zoltan.
You can breathe easy. Far as I know, he settled down in Novigrad and has no intention of budging. In all seriousness, though, I did see a few scraps of our future, but I'd rather not tell you exactly what.
Why not?
Because you said you've grown to like pleasant surprises.
This is your first time in Toussaint, right? Want me to show you around a bit?
Sorry, but I've already made plans.
Oh? What are you going to do?
Ana oyunda
Lie down in the sun.
Tris'i değil Yennefer'ı seçseydik bu DLC'nin sonunda evde karşılaştığımız kişi acaba Yennefer mı oluyordu?
Oh, gotta get the most of this
Muhtemelen
weather before I
öyledir.
return
Onu bile
home.
düşünmüştürler.
Know that joke about how to tell when summer has come to Kavir?
The rain isn't quite so cold.
And sadly, that's not far from the truth. Oh, I shouldn't have told you that. Now you'll change your mind and not come join me.
Wouldn't worry about that.
Ha, yani
Mind
sonra
if I
gelirim
leave
deyip
you
direkt
here alone
kalkıyoruz.
for a moment?
5 dakikalığına ama.
Just a moment.
1 dakika. Ne yapacağız? Mütevazi de olsa görev güncellendi. Görev tamamlandı. O zaman görev yok. Tris var.
Yes, Geralt?
Başka bir mevzu yok.
Mind if I leave you here alone for a moment?
Just a moment.
Neyse yani bir bakayım tekrar ama ne olur ne olmaz. Yok. Yani turnuva, işte dövüş, Novigrad'dakilerde at yarışı, meyhane, bahis, dövüş, şehir oyunları falan filan, Gwent oyunları falan bir sürü var. Aslında bunların hepsi yapılmamış görevler. Ama hepsi işte yarış, dövüş ve Gwent üzerine olan. Doldurma yani. Ha, kart kazanmak için yine Gwent. Zaten yazıyor başında. Yani bunları yapmadım. Onlara pek girmedim. Aslında sırf bunlar bile oynanabilir. Yani nereden baksanız yine 15 tane en az orada görev var. Arkadaşlar Witcher maceramız sona ermiştir. Sona ermiş bulunmakta. Üzgünüm. Bittiği için. Keşke daha uzun sürseydi. Keşke birkaç DLC'si daha olsaydı falan ama olmayacak. Witcher dünyası üzerine başka oyunlar yapmaya devam eder muhtemelen CD Projekt Red ama Geralt olmayacak o oyunlarda. Bu Geralt'ı son görüşümüz. Kendisine uğurluyoruz. Size de teşekkür ediyorum izlediğiniz için. Başka oyunlarda, diğer oyunlarda yine görüşürüz, devam ederiz. Kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşçakalın. Arkadaşlar eve geldim. Ben bir an evde hani yatağın yanına hediye bıraktım dediği hediyeyi Tris zannettim. Tris'ten haberi var, onu kastetti falan zannettim ama evet ne olur ne olmaz diye eve tekrar geldim, baktım hakikaten burada bir şey bırakmış. Bunun ne olduğuna bir bakalım. Mutajeneratör. Neymiş ki bu? Regis'ten mektup. Sen bu satırları okurken ben çoktan mutajeneratörü mü? Evet, bu aygıtı isimini sınıflandırabilirsin. Boş bulunduğum zamanlarda aygıt üzerinde çalışıyordum. Sonunda projemi sonlandırdım. Aygıtın mutajen üretiyor. Cesetlerden, yani öldürdüğün canavarlardan, günahkarlardan elektromanyetik enerji dalgaları topluyor ve topladığı dalgalar kritik eşiği geçtiğinde mutajeneratör depoladığı bu enerjiyi bir adet büyük mutajene çeviriyor. Bu mutajenleri hakkını vererek kullanmanı umuyorum. Oyun bittikten sonra mı verilir bu? Sadık dostum, işte Regis falan filan, dipnot. Elden vermeyip de evine gelen merak ediyorum. Bunu tevazu için yapmak söylemek isterim. İster inan, ister inanma. Sağlıcakla kal falan filan. Umarım işine yarar demiş. Kırmızı da, yeşil de, mavi de çıkabilir. Size de çıkabilir diyor. Güle güle kullan diyor. Yani nasıl bir şeymiş bir baksak mı? Ya da nasıl? Ama birini öldürdükten sonra onun üzerinden çekerken kullanacağız falan. Nasıl olacak ki? Bir dakika. Onu herhalde elimize alıyoruz. Şu. Yok şu. Alamıyoruz. Böyle bunların bir şeylerin üzerine mi? Nasıl yapılıyor? Anlamadım ki. Neyse zaten bir işime de yaramayacak yani. Bu saatten sonra. Oyun bittikten sonra veriyor. Yani bunu da buralara birkaç tane kitap koymuş muyduk? Koymamışız. Neyse. Tekrar veda edeyim. Yani onu da merak eden arkadaşlar için ne olduğunu bir hep beraber görelim istedim. Tekrar kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşçakalın.